Hello YouTube, so nice to see you guys on my channel. I keep getting a lot of requests to film another video in English and I haven't done it in a really long time, and honestly I missed it a lot, and today is the day. Today I decided that I will finally make a new video in English. So if you are my English speaking subscriber and you don't understand most of the videos that I upload, today is your day. Today I decided to talk about one interesting topic, of course. I've been living in Germany for the past 10 months already, or even almost 11 months. And I'm noticing a lot of differences between Germany and Ukraine. I already told you guys in my previous videos some facts about Ukraine, some things that you should know, so probably you already have some understanding about Ukraine and hopefully know this country a bit more. So today I decided to compare Germany and Ukraine. I mean, it would be foolish to compare two countries because they're obviously very different, but I'm just gonna tell you some things that I noticed that are different in Ukraine and in Germany, and I'm not used to some things that are happening in Germany or wherever. It's a bit strange and somehow hard to talk in English in front of the camera. I don't know. That was a very long introduction, I would say. So without further ado, let's get started. First thing that I've noticed already in my first month in Germany, although it was lockdown, it's that Germans really like to send everything via post, like the actual post. That you open your post box and you get a lot of stuff. They will send you everything, like your invoice from the doctor that you went to, your credit card, all of the bonus or like discount cards. They're all sent offline in the envelopes. That was very weird for me when I went to the bank to open my konto. I forgot the word in English. In Ukraine it's pretty easy, you just come, they give you your card, you activate it, and it's like half an hour maximum. But here I filled in a lot of documents, I signed a lot of papers, and then they told me that I should wait like 4 or 5 days until they sent me my PIN code, and then 4 more days, or 5, I don't remember, before they sent me my actual card. So it was pretty weird because it happens so much faster in Ukraine to get your credit card. And speaking about banks, there are also two aspects that I wanted to mention that I just remembered. The first one is that in Ukraine everything is much more digitalized and the online banking is very easy and people only use it. We don't go to the bank. I was so surprised when the app for online banking wasn't as good as I have in my bank in Ukraine. It was like pretty basic and not that advanced. And then the second thing, connected to the fact that they're sending you the PIN code and then your card separately, is that German people are crazy about privacy and about GDPR thingies. And for me, person from Ukraine, it was so weird. It's still a bit weird because in Ukraine nobody really cares, which I think is not that good because we are sometimes not aware where our data is being used or things like this. The Germans are very strict about GDPR and privacy, which I find quite good, but at the same time it gives you a bit more of bureaucracy, I would say. Then the next thing that I'm constantly dealing with in my daily life is the shops working hours, or cafes working hours, or wherever place you go to, like public place you go to working hours, because they are sometimes very weird in Germany. Like there are shops that can work from 12 p.m. until 2 p.m. or like 4 p.m. Very short period of time, and it was crazy for me at the beginning. It still is. And the fact that no shops are working on Sundays, for me as for the person from Ukraine, it's very weird because in Ukraine everything is open. On the other hand, I can understand that people who are working there also want to have a day off, so kinda okay, but still a bit weird for me. Sometimes I'm just so surprised when I come to the shop and it's like 5 p.m. and it's already closed. And speaking about supermarkets, what I've noticed is there are a lot of freezed food available in every supermarket. Like everything you can imagine. There are already meals prepared for you that you just have to warm up a bit and then you can eat it. And it's very dangerous because once you buy it, you might get addicted because it's very easy just to buy it and warm it up, and then you don't want and you don't have to cook anything. But it's also very unhealthy, so I'm trying to stay as far as I can from the freezed food. But that's just crazy. Once I went to the supermarket and there were literally like 3 rows with the freezers where there are a lot of things that are already cooked and you can buy them. I mean, we also have it in Ukraine and it's like natural, you have it in every supermarket, but here there is just an enormous amount of this food. I am completely shocked. And talking about food again, what I learned in Germany and what I really like is that cooking dinner with friends is so much fun and it's very nice. And I've never done it in Ukraine, I don't know. I also feel that we don't really have this tradition to gather all together and cook. It's usually you cook and you invite your friends to eat this food that you cooked, or you order something. Here it's popular either to cook together, or the idea of German parties that I really like is that you just provide some snacks and people also can bring snacks and drinks for themselves, and if you are the host, you're basically just giving your space and you don't have to spend your whole day cooking for a guest. The typical guest visit in Ukraine is when my mom cooks like the whole day and then the guests come in the evening and we're just eating what my mom cooked, and she's always like in a hurry and she's always nervous whether the people are gonna like it or whether it will be enough, and you can never be relaxed when you are hosting this kind of event, this kind of friends gathering. So here everything is more relaxed, and yeah, I really want to bring this habit of cooking with friends back home. Hopefully I will do it. We're like completely moving from the food topic to the topic of education. What really fascinates me about Germany is that here you can be a student in whatever age you would like to be. I know some people that are already like 30 and over 30 and they're still studying and getting their masters. In Ukraine we have this straight path where you finish school, go to university, get your diploma, and then you go to work. It's the basic lifeline of Ukrainian people. I mean, probably it's changing now because some young people want to have a gap year before going to university, but still it's not that popular, and you probably after finishing school you just go to university. Here you can do whatever you want and study at whatever age you want, and this is so cool because age is basically just a number, and if you feel like you wanna learn something new, study something new, change your work field, find new job, get new skills, you just go and do it. Also, it's very easy to stay a student for as long as you wish in Germany because it's not like super fixed your 4 or 3 years of bachelor. You can postpone your exams and then stay for another year. So sometimes I meet people who are already 27 or 28 and they're still getting their bachelor degree. Because there is a point in your life where you have to decide and when you have to move on. But I understand that it can be not that easy because it's convenient and it's pretty comfortable to be a student in Germany. And the last thing that I wanted to mention, and I noticed it once again when I came back to Kiev 3 weeks ago, is that here in Germany there are no homeless dogs or cats. Since I came here, I didn't see any of them. And so when I came back to Kiev, it was very strange and weird for me to see the dogs running the streets, having no owner, and that made me a bit sad. But here in Germany, there are very strict rules when you get yourself a dog. You have to make sure that you're gonna be taking care of your dog or cat. So probably people are more responsible, and that's why you don't see any homeless animals at the streets, on the streets. I still have a lot of problems with prepositions. I also wanted to mention one more thing very quickly. I moved from the big city, from the capital of Ukraine, to not the biggest city in Germany, to Weimar. So basically I can only compare my life in Ukraine in a very big city with my life here in Germany in a much more smaller city. Maybe if I would be living in Berlin it would be different, it would most probably be the absolutely different experience, but still I guess these things I'm talking about, they are pretty much common for the whole Germany. I just wanted to mention it so you will have the clearer understanding of from where I come and where I live, and of the things that I'm comparing basically. I guess that's it. I hope you like this video, and I hope maybe you learned something new. Tell me if you are living in Germany but you are not German. If you're originally from another country, please tell me which differences are you noticing between your countries. It would be very, very interesting for me to read your comments. And as always, you are very much encouraged to share your ideas about the topics for my next English videos. If you have some questions that you would like me to answer, or yeah, some topics, I would be very, very glad if you write them in the comments down below, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!